Morning students, in the previous class we have learned the chapter basic geometrical ideas. In this chapter we have discussed the fundamental terms. Those are point, line segment and ray. So what is mean by point? So point is nothing but a dot. So it is used to represent a particular location and these points are represented by the letters, capital A, capital B, capital Z, like that. Next line. So line is moves on both ends. It has no fixed length, okay, and it has infinity number of points on it. We used to represent the line as AB line, otherwise the small letters L, M, N. Okay. Next line segment. So line segment is a part of a line and it has two fixed points A and B and it has some fixed length. Line segment has fixed length and it has two end points, okay, and line segment is a part of a line. And finally ray has only one end point, that is origin. So the ray is starting from O and it is continuously move on in another end. So it is a ray starting from O origin and it is ending in point. It won't end in another direction. So we can represent this ray as OA ray. So ray, line segment and point, these three are based on line. Okay, on a line we can notice the points, we can notice the line segments and we can notice the ray. From one point we can draw infinity number of lines. From only one point we can draw infinity number of lines. If we have two different points, distinct places, the point is located at two distinct places, we can draw only one line. Okay, so you have to remember these two statements. Next, in our today's class we are going to learn about the curve. What is mean by curve? Any figure drawn without lifting a pencil may be called curve. So once again listen, any figure drawn without lifting a pencil may be called curve. Suppose assume it is a pencil. So without lifting, you can draw any figure. So that is called as curve. So if I draw like this, so is it also a curve? Yes. According to mathematics, the straight line is also a curve. According to our general life, line is not a curve. But according to mathematics, every straight line is also a curve. Okay. So not only these figures, you can draw like this also without lifting. Okay, without lifting the pencil, we can draw any figure. Such figures are known as curves. So generally we have two types of curves. So first one is one open curve and second one is closed curve. So the curve which is having the open end. Okay. So for another end it is open. This is known as open curve. So we can notice generally like this also. It has no end. Okay, it is not a closed figure. So for example, second one, closed curve. What is the closed curve? So like this. Okay, this circle is having closed curve. It has no open end. So you can take like this also. See, this is also a closed curve. It has no open end. So such type of figures are known as closed curves, and these are known as open curves. Okay. So curve is nothing but any figure drawn without lifting a pencil may be called a curve. So every straight line is also a curve according to mathematics. Next we have the two types of curves. First one open curve, second one closed curve. Okay. So open curve means by it is not closed now. It has open. Okay. And closed curve means by it has no opened end and it is closed for every end. Next, angle. An angle is made up of two rays starting from a common end point. So what is meant by angle? An angle is made up of two rays. So the starting from a common end point. Suppose this is a common point. So the ray which is starting from here. This is the starting point O, origin, and the point A, OA ray. And one more ray is also passing to the same point, so that is OB ray. Okay, so the definition of an angle is made up of two rays starting from a common endpoint. So for OA ray and for OB ray, common endpoint is what? O. Okay. So here it may be possible of forming an angle. Okay. So this is the angle. The two rays which are starting from common endpoint, here may be the possibility of forming an angle. So this common endpoint is known as vertex. So we can call it as vertex O. And these arms, OA arm and OB rays are known as arms. Okay, OA arm, OB arm. Otherwise, you can say OA ray or OB ray. Okay, and this is the angle. So we can write this angle as. So this is a representation of letter angle O, or otherwise angle AOB or angle BOA. So three are correct. So we can say that this is the angle O or angle AOB or angle BOA. Okay, this is a representation of an angle. What is meant by angle? By an angle is made up of two rays starting from a common endpoint. So this common endpoint is called vertex, and the two rays are called arms of the angle. So this OA ray and OB ray are starting from the point vertex O, and these two OA and OB are known as arms of the angle, and we can represent this angle as only angle O, or otherwise angle AOB or angle BOA. Okay, next we'll discuss about the quadrilateral. Next, polygon, a simple closed figure made up of definite number of line segments is known as polygon. So what is meant by polygon? So a simple closed figure. So already you know about the closed figure. What is the closed figure meaning? So it has no open ending, it is closed around the figure. Okay, a simple closed figure which is made up of definite number of line segments. So definite number mean by some fixed number, any maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, any number of line segments is known as polygon. So this is an example for polygon. Okay, so which is consisting of one side 2 line segments, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So this is the figure which is formed by 6 number of line segments. So we can say it as a polygon. Okay, so this is known as, this red color zone is known as boundary of polygon. Boundary of a polygon. Okay, this is known as, this red color is known as boundary of a polygon. Okay, so this polygon is formed by 6 line segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 line segments is equals to 6 sides. 6 sides. See, this is the shaded region. This shaded region is known as exterior. So which is outside of this figure is known as exterior of a polygon. So this shaded region is known as exterior region, which is out of the polygon. Okay, and the inner of the boundary. Okay, the region which is inside of the boundary of polygon is known as interior region. Interior region, and this is the exterior region. Okay, the region which is inside of the boundary of a polygon is known as interior region. The region which is outside of the boundary of polygon is known as exterior region, and the region which is separating the exterior and interior is known as boundary. The line segments which are separating the exterior region and interior region is known as boundary. Okay, suppose for example, so I'm taking another polygon. Okay, so this is a point A and point B, point C and point D. See, what are the points inside of this polygon? Okay, so the points which are in interior are point A and point B. See, this point A and point B which are inside of the polygon, interior region. See, this point C is on the boundary. On boundary, the point C is located. So point C is located at boundary of a polygon, and an exterior region we have the point D. See, point D is located out of this polygon, so that's why we can say point D is in exterior region. Point A and point B both are in interior region, and point C on the boundary of a polygon. Okay, so this is a polygon definition. Next, triangle. So what is meant by triangle? A simple closed figure formed by three line segments is known as triangle. See, this is a one more line segment, second line segment, and third line segment. So this is A, B, and C. Okay, so this is a triangle because how many line segments? Three line segments, and it has closed figure. Okay, so any simple closed figure which is formed by three line segments is known as triangle. So here what are the line segments? So line segments are represented by AB bar, BC bar, and CA bar. Okay, so what are the angles present here? So this is the angle A, angle B, and angle C. Angles. Angle A, angle B, and angle C. See how many vertex we have? Vertex A, vertex B, and vertex C. Vertices A comma B comma C. So triangle has three line segments, three angles, and three vertices. Okay. So here, so this is known as exterior region. Okay, and this is the interior region. This red color zone is known as exterior, and inside of this triangle is known as interior, and this is known as boundary. Okay, so for example, if you take, they'll ask you a question, they'll give a triangle figure, okay, and they'll give you point Q, point R, and point P. See, locate the point. So find out the points positions, whether they are inside or outside or on the figure. Okay. So here, what is your answer? Interior. So in interior, which point is located? Point Q. Next, on the boundary, point R. So outside or exterior region, so the exterior region, point P. Okay, this is a triangle figure. In this triangle figure, they will give you some points and they will ask you to identify their position, whether they are interior or exterior. Okay, so this is an example for triangle. So point P, which is lying outside of the triangle, and point Q, which is inside of the triangle. Okay. So and point R, which is lying on the boundary of a triangle. So these are the examples for triangle and polygon. And in the next class we are going to learn about the quadrilateral. Okay. So thank you, students.